Hi everybody, this is Dave the Rave roving the rock, and it's November the 5th, and for this evening I'm in Whiting Bay, and I'm right in the centre of Whiting Bay, and it's fireworks night, Guy Fawkes. So I'm just walking along a wee path at the edge of the shore. I'm going towards the bonfire. You can hear the sea. I'm just getting closer to the fire desk now. We've just started lighting the fireworks, so I'm right on time, and I'm really the only person on this path, which is nice. Everybody else is on the putting green. Right, get much in position here. And I'll just have a look and see how many people. I'd say it's about 100 people. There's the fireworks just starting to go off there. It's a good fire they've got. Yeah, good ones. And so just to set the scene, this is a perfect evening. I've just finished work at Calmac Brodick, and happily I got a wee bit of a short shift this evening, so I got away just after 5, and it's now 6 o'clock. So I'm just in town, and this is happening really just across the road from where I live. So everybody's gathered at the putting green, which is right in the centre of the village, beside the shore restaurant. It's a perfect evening. There really aren't any clouds in the sky at all. I can see all the stars. If I look over, if I look straight out to sea, the fire at the moment is really at 10 o'clock for me. It's on the beach, and in front of me is the sea. I can see all the way over to the lights in the mainland. About 1 o'clock is the moon, and it's nearly a full moon, not quite. I'm not sure what the name for a 3/4 moon is, but this is just over a 3/4 moon, and it's so brightly lit, it's like a little miniature sun, and it's shining off the sea as well. The sea is lovely and calm. The tide is most of the way out, and I'm assuming because it's so quiet, the tide, that it's actually finishing going on its way out. Of course, usually if it's coming in, it's much noisier than when it's going out. It kind of goes out quietly and comes in noisily. So on my right, on the putting green, just lots of kids playing, running about, all enjoying themselves with sparklers and things. They're just enjoying the grass, but the main bulk of the people are on my left, near the shore restaurant. And there's a little kind of gazebo tent thing with lights on it, beautifully lit up. I think they're serving food in there as well. And there's some more fireworks coming up. These ones are multicoloured, going up as kind of yellow, and then exploding into all different colours when they get high up in the sky. Quite impressive. And from where I am, they're going off exactly above the bonfire. So the bonfire is a big one. It's made up mostly of pallets. I'm thinking, I don't know, 50 or 60 pallets are sitting in there, and the fire is substantial now. Like I say, so I was describing the weather. It's a perfectly calm evening. It's about 9 degrees. I looked at the temperature in my car when I was driving here, but there's no wind whatsoever, so I'm standing here and I'm not cold at all. And in fact the heat of the fire is just starting to come towards me anyway. The fire is magnificent, it really is, it's great. And everybody's lovely and warm. We had rain all morning till about 1 o'clock, and it's just perfect because it stopped about 1 or 2 o'clock and it's been dry ever since and just clearing up, and now we've got nothing, no wind, perfect weather for bonfire night or fireworks night, if you might want to call it, or possibly Guy Fawkes, because this is what, of course, it's named after. It's most interesting enough. I've got a really great spot here because the fireworks are going off just above the fire, like I was saying. It looks amazing. A funny thing that even as a 57-year-old adult, I still get joy from this. This is a lovely thing to see. And this time of year, of course, you take the chances with the weather because we get far more rain in the autumn than we do in the spring. Spring is the driest time of the whole year on Arran. In fact, May is the driest month. And that's when we really usually get our best summer weather, in May, even if it's not the hottest. Hopefully you can hear me over all the explosions going on here. It's really great. Oh, that's amazing. A lot of cheering going on over the side there. I'd say there's at least 100, maybe more than 100 people there. 150? I'm not exactly sure. It's difficult to see. Now the fire's so big now, it's lighting up the whole area where everybody is, and they're getting heat from it. Mostly orange flames, so you get an odd wee green flame in there. But flying up above the fire quite a distance was all the little embers going right up in the air. Oh, no pallets coming up here, multicoloured ones. Just try and catch them. So yeah, we've got fireworks going off with all these embers, these orange embers going off in front of the fireworks, which is just lovely. Bit of cheering there as well. People are really enjoying themselves. So yeah, I'm just glad I came. And coming back to what I was saying, Guy Fawkes night. So the reason for this, of course, is that Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament with his gunpowder plot, and he put, I think it was 25 barrels of gunpowder under the House of Parliament. I've actually got a bit of paper that tells me here. Oh, 36 barrels, there you go, of gunpowder. And that was in 1605, November the 5th, 1605, which is why we're doing this on November the 5th, 2022, over 400 years later. Because him and his merry band of men that were trying to blow up Parliament were foiled because one of the men told his friends to stay away from Parliament on November the 5th, that something bad was going to happen, and that letter, he wrote a letter to a friend, and that letter ended up in the wrong hands, and the plot was foiled, and then they got caught before they managed to ignite the gunpowder and arrested, and every single one of them was executed as well. And when the news spread about London that this had happened, people started lighting bonfires all over London to celebrate the fact that the king had survived. So after that, that became a regular thing, and in fact it became the mandatory to celebrate fireworks night or Guy Fawkes night until 1959. It was illegal not to celebrate it for nearly 400 years, 350 years, which is quite something when you think about it. It's a long time to be celebrating one event. Oh, these fireworks are immense. Oh, just great. Let's stop and put this in for a second. Oh, massive. That was a good one. Yeah, I love the fireworks. And so, yeah, that's a day of thanksgiving for the failure of the plot that's still celebrated today. So if anybody didn't know, that's the reason why we're doing that. The only time that there haven't been celebrations on Guy Fawkes night is actually during the two world wars, because the lighting of bonfires was prohibited. Because you'd be drawing attention from bombers and that kind of thing, planes, and you'd be spotted from the sky. So both wars, First and Second World War, you couldn't celebrate it. And now it's just a choice, but we've got displays in every village, which is nice to see. And the other thing is, of course, these fireworks go off and you see them, but the sound hits you just after you see the explosion. And the reason for that is that something I've actually found out about. The speed of sound is 761 miles an hour. So when it explodes, that's how fast that sound's coming towards you. But the speed of light is 671 million miles per hour. So much faster. So you're going to see what happens well before you hear what happens. Lovely. A perfectly black sky behind these fireworks, so it's just highlighting this beautifully. Oh! Boom! Smashing! Oh, they're going for it now. Oh! Smashing. Yeah, so they've got fireworks nights in all the villages. They had a festival of fire in Lochranza last night, which I was actually sad to miss. That's the one I think I would have liked to have gone to that in particular, because they had the Arran pipe band up there, and much like here and the other villages, food and things, but also the fireworks were being set off at Lochranza Castle. And on a nice clear night like this, I can see quite a lot. I'm just going to have just a look about here. So I think you'd have been able to see the castle being lit up by the fireworks, which would have been quite amazing to see. You can hear in the background here, I'm kind of standing on my own, so behind me maybe 15 kids charging about, just laughing, falling about in the putting green, and then in front of me the main bulk of the people kind of talking. The kids are running about behind me, so they've kind of separated off from the main group, which are just watching the fire and the fireworks. I don't know if you can hear the sea. A mixture of noises, isn't it? What I might do, I might just go and get closer into the crowd and walk about, get a bit more of the noise of the crowd. There's a massive fireworks going off now. Multicolour, big rockets. Boom. Really so great with the sky perfect behind it. Just Perfect. If I was a wee kid, I was thinking this was magic. That's a beautiful. So many colours coming off these fireworks now. Lots of light. Whoa! Yeah, quite a few people going whoa at that one. That was impressive. So yeah, the fire's going down a little bit now. The pallets are well lit. But there's a lot of heat coming off it. And the flames are lighting up the beach and also the kind of water at the sea just as it's lapping onto the shore. The water's maybe 20 feet from the fire, and then there's a little kind of barrier, and the people, I would say, well, they're all on the putting green, 30 feet from the fire on the other side, and the fireworks are being set off from the jetty. Somebody's driven a big jeep down there, and the building's going off now, I think. Boom! Cracking. So we've got small fireworks going off above the fire, and then a big rocket going up way up above that. Now this one's all different colours, starting off red and green and white, and kind of a little quiet. Flashes of light just going flying up above the bonfire. Whoa! They're good ones. Okay, these ones have gone up, kind of squiggling up in the air, and then going off at different angles when they explode. Quite impressive. So that's what I'll do, I think. I'll just take a wee walk back along the putting green and get a little flavour of the noise that people are making and stuff like that. I can make it over this fence and just go. I'll do that. And then just get into the putting green here. Okay. I don't want to annoy anybody talking to myself, but it's nice to just kind of get in amongst it and hear all the noise and see everybody. A lot of cars parked up on the road, with a solid line all the way along. And kids running about. You can hear all the noise of the crowd. Chatting all around them, right in the middle of the crowd now. I'll have to talk away. More rockets coming off there. Beside the gazebo tent I was talking about, there's a wee hut at the putting green, and all the clubs and things and mowers and stuff are kept, and there's a nice big open tent being put beside that, with lights hanging down. So it looks a bit like party lights, and they are serving food. They're doing food in there. I think this might be the big finale, because these are impressive, these fireworks now. There's a lot of them going on. Yeah, and that's what we usually do. That was great. Going over here, got the moon, and the moon is now just above where I'm looking at the bonfire. Back round where I was. Walking back through the crowd again. Having a look about. I think maybe 200 people. It's difficult to tell. The fire looks amazing now. just going to get close to it. I'm coming right up close to the fire now. Right. Yeah, there's a good heat coming off it. The nice thing is there's no wind, because quite often when you get the windy day, you get the embers and the, going into your face, and it can get a wee bit difficult and smoky and stuff. Like that. You all the cheers there? All the kids are lined up at the front of this bench, nearly loving this. So these are kind of yellowy rockets going up in this like massive sparklers really going flying up the sky. Oh, really impressive now. Here's lots of colour and sparkle. This is really amazing. Difficult to catch it all, there's too many. Hey! Yeah, that was impressive. I don't know if that's the last one or not. Like I was saying before, they usually do a big finale. And I'm wondering if that might be it, because that was really a very impressive display there. No, they've still got his little lip. So I can see down to the jetty and a couple of men down there. Oh, 2 men are lighting things down there. So more to come. Big rockets going off, flying up into the sky, really high. Yep. Oh, it's still going. Every firework's going exactly where they're aiming it, I think. There's another one. Oh, it's going right above our heads, this one. Whoa! Flying up into the sky, like hundreds of feet, and then exploding down with cascading with orange sparkles all the way down. And it took a long time to kind of burn out there, coming back down. That was a good one. Really nice. Hopefully you're getting an idea of the atmosphere here, everybody just like having a nice time. It's very dark, so I can't really see too much of what's going on, just really from the orange of the fire. I'm still lighting things, I think. You see torches down there. So yeah, just nice to see, especially after all the lockdown, COVID and things, and people couldn't get out and celebrate things so much. This is a great return to form, really. Another one going off there. You can see him lighting it. I'm going to step back. Take off. Big one. Big one. Right up in the sky. Still going. Massive explosion. Don't you hear all that cheering going on? They really are enjoying themselves. I'm glad I came. Oh yeah, so Lufthansa had theirs last night, and I was working yesterday, so I couldn't get to that. And then this is at 6 o'clock, and there's one in Rodick at 7 o'clock, and then one from Lash at 7:30, that was the times. There's also one in Kildonan and Kilmorey and Blackwaterfoot, these are the ones I've seen, so there's really quite a choice. Every village has got something going on, which is nice. Going back down, we're going to light some more. You can see, oh no, there's a torchman down on the beach now. So that might be it for this time. Let's wait and see a little bit longer. So yeah, so they'll all be having a lovely evening. It's a long time since I've been to one of the big displays, so being that I've lived in Arran for 38 years, I can't actually remember what it looks like to go to one of the really big ones. I've only seen them on the telly, because if you're Arran for long enough, it just becomes really a whole world. So, but to be honest, this will do me fine. Oh, there's another one getting it there. I can see it. You can see the little kind of the light of the spark. There it goes. So, the whistlers. A lot of shooting going on. Squiggly ones. Hot, spraying orange light all the way up. And then every third one roughly is maybe fourth one's got a whistle on it. Very pretty.
Thank you very much. For wearing.
Quite a lot of them now, all different colours. Green, red, yellow, white there. Colours now, noisy. So beautiful against that black sky. Oh, lots of action going on in the sky now. Brilliant at the colour. Enormous, massive big white ones all bursting in the sky now. A really impressive display. So much colour up there. Oh. Every colour coming up. So many fireworks. To be honest, I just can't believe that they're getting so many. It's a small display. It's so impressive. Oh, I felt that one. It's so loud. It's actually going right through your body when it's going off. It's really impressive. So much colour. Oh, the whole sky lit up there. That's incredible. This has got to be the finale. Whoa! Hey! Ah, that was great. Absolutely brilliant. That's so impressive. I just can't believe that last one. Filled up the whole sky, didn't it? I think that's the last one now.
We keep saying
I know that's what I'm saying.
that.
Expect it to be because it's the biggest one. That was really impressive. It's still there.
Is this going to be on your YouTube channel?
It's definitely going to be. So are you, Callie.
Oh, am I? Was I squealing?
Squeal for me. Oh, still got more. Whoa! Oh! It's so high as well. It's difficult to know when it's going to finish. I think this is the longest display I can remember. How much time are we at now? 6:30. So they've been lighting these for half an hour now. Very impressive. Oh, another one got off. Not finished yet. There it goes. Massive rocket, I think. I think it's a big one. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it's actually coming right down into the sea. That was good, wasn't it? Kind of glad it's not come down on us.